I've got a couple of these from different years. Definitely got three. I think I've got a fourth hiding away somewhere. And I thought this one is well worth sharing with you. It's just packed with stuff of relevance. Modern Boys Annual. Look at the year. 1939. It's very interesting. The contents cover everything from what are pretty adult articles to standard kind of adventure stories, but it's chock-a-block with stuff about contraptions, inventions and new tech, which is just what every boy wants. It is one of those proper hardback books, which is why I've got it on a cushion, because it's suffering now. Only one page of this is mashed. I managed to get these very cheap from a second-hand shop. I think because they need so much care and attention, and even paper bookmarks won't do. I've had to cut up a cereal packet. But I thought I'd show you this because of the relevance. Here is one of the family, so to speak, and the caption says, "Taken in the clear air at 18,000 feet, this wonderful picture gives you a close-up view of the pilot as he pushes the stick forward and points the nose of his Hawker Hind machine at the earth below." And I had somewhere, excuse me, somewhere I've got either a book or an article about how the Hawker company during the 30s say they are pushing the limits of aerodynamics like no other company, and they want to sort of see just how far they can take things. No wonder they were producing this family of superb aircraft, really forward going, which I'm just such a fan of. But this article is Aviation's Toughest Job: How It Feels to Power Dive at 500 miles an hour, knowing your plane may shed its wings any moment. I've read this about 3 times because it really is something. I might actually read it as a little program in its own right. Cat gets uppity when I chat. She's jumped around again. But it continues on with another beautiful shot. And the caption for this is, "Flat out, straight down. The only photo in existence, so far as we know, of an aircraft in a terminal velocity dive. It is a Hawker Nimrod." Nimrod, I'm not so familiar with those. But look at that. 1939. Straight down. Hawker are doing it. Just good. Well, obviously, some German companies were doing it as well, weren't they? But, you know, this fantastic book. And what's great about the book is there's no hindsight. This is a true step back in time. This really is, you know, a time machine, and it is very honest and very open and very blunt about things. And I suppose the thing that you know, you could pick fault. I can't find fault really. They don't cover much up. They don't leave much to the imagination. But the one thing that they have, which I admire, but is probably seen as a wrong-ism these days, is optimism. Optimism for the future, for technology, for what we can achieve. And that seems to have gone missing a bit, doesn't it? There's tons of stuff in here. I'm just hoping to find one other little marvel. Oh, we just missed that. Sorry about the camera work, but I'm overexcited now. Wings over London. A flight of 300-mile-an-hour Blenheim bombers, fastest planes of their type in the world. They are camouflaged to make them difficult to see against the clouds, and also when they're on the ground. but I'm looking for, here we go, a plane a minute, the hornet's nest. This is an article about aircraft carriers. A plane a minute. Hawker demons follow my leader into the air at 60-second intervals from the deck of a modern aircraft carrier, while a flight of Avro Ansons zooms overhead. Little more than pencil sketches. And there's this lurching up. Hawker demon on an aircraft carrier. Gorgeous. I have to read that one someday as well. I had to deal with the cat and the pages. How about this one? One to come back to. Tomorrow in the Air. And there's the one scrappy page. And this looks like a beauty. Ports of the Airways. A little tangent. Looking at those fantastically designed airports of the 30s. Wow. And this is just me being incredibly selective. You should see the other stuff. And the stories are rip-roaring. One of the interesting things is just about every vehicle is covered. Speedboats, they've even got, oh, how can I forget the name? That British speedboat, Blue. Heavens. You know, the one that broke up with Campbell in it. Anyway, they've got an article on that. Bluebird, and, you know, marvellous. But one thing they don't have, which is absolutely fascinating, is nothing on tanks. There isn't a thing. Even got tube trains. And you can really see that the emphasis was on, for Britain, the emphasis was on aircraft. So as I say, step back in time without hindsight. So I'll leave us with that for now. And just say, yeah, I think we'll be coming back to this and the other ones that I've got. In fact, forgive the intrusion, but let's just take a sidestep and look at two clips from the film Shape of Things to Come, 1936 film, written by H.G. Wells no less, based on his 1933 novel The Shape of Things to Come, directed by William Cameron Menzies, or Menzies, and produced by the London Films Productions. Don't know them. The point is, look at how one of these Hawker, members of the Hawker family, are in this dogfight, saying as sort of far back as 1936, this is the aircraft of the moment. This is the one that will make this film look as cutting edge as possible, and also the one that will shoot down a single, you know, monoplane, single winger. So what an accolade for this aircraft. Right, where were we? Here we go. So I'll leave us with that for now. And just say, yeah, I think we'll be coming back to this and the other ones that I've got. I'll go through and pull out the best bits. So there we are, Modern Boys Annual, 1939. And which of us isn't a modern boy to this day? And that includes the ladies. So thank you for your indulgence on this one, and see you again soon.